watch these guys. They're not going to really run out of gas. There's a nice catch from Sam Franchi, and an excellent takedown, catching the kick, switching to 2, and ending in side control, which is so important.
The speed at 125 is a little different than you see later tonight, for example, with our 205ers. Sam Franchi taking Nanara to the ground with authority.
Well, Nanara doing an excellent job trying to get up. Sam Franchi trying to keep him down. But again, it's very tough at this weight because these guys are very strong at 125 pounds and routinely lift so much more than their body weight when they're training with partners or when they're working out in the gym. So when a guy's on top of you, you can handle the weight. And here's another big takedown. And Matt Hughes asks, he takes him to his corner so he can get extra instructions. It does Sam Franchi, an excellent takedown there. At least the second one was excellent.
Yes, he walked him over, gently placed him down on his feet, and then secured the takedown.
Well, he's nice.
But nevertheless, Sam Franchi on top now of Binderpaul Nanara with 2 takedowns to his credit here in round number 1.
Well, and he's got a side choke here, and he's going to look to get to the same side that the choke is on. Will Sam Franchi? He's got to do it slowly, or Binderpaul Nanara will come out just like he did there.
You can hear the coaches in the corner of Sam Franchi saying, don't give him too much space, stay on top of him, as Franchi was trying to find a new position again, looking for a submission here. Sam Franchi in side control of Binderpaul Nanara in our 125-pound amateur title fight.
Well, and the knee on the chest that you saw there is a very good tactic. That's how you work and get in on the arm bars, and that's how you isolate an arm, so that's what he was doing. But credit to Binderpaul Nanara for getting this position almost back to a closed guard. That's excellent work on the bottom from Nanara.
Now into the half guard is Sam Franchi, looking to find out how he can get to, and now does get to side control, and using his arm to hold the leg of Binderpaul Nanara, keeping him down on his side, and now Nanara trying to trap that arm, but Franchi able to get it free.
There's that knee on the chest, now transitions into a mount, and you'll look for Sam Franchi to use that jiu-jitsu to isolate an arm and try and get in on the arm bar. But he has also worked to get in now in behind for a rear naked choke position.
Trying to get the finish here with just a short time in round number 1, but Sam Franchi taking Binderpaul Nanara, just landing damage, keeping his back at this point, and will end up with a likely round 1 victory. Again, both fighters showing a little bit of sportsmanship here before they get going for round 2. And Sam Franchi follows the touch of gloves with a leg kick.
Oh, hey, if we're going to touch gloves, we're going to get right into it after that. This is a good position here from Franchi, going down and trying to get the double leg, but now Binderpaul Nanara is landing some good shots. So the problem here is as soon as the hands are locked, you're going to see the carry over to the side and a nice takedown there for Sam Franchi. Once the hands are locked in underneath the butt, it's almost a foregone conclusion that the takedown's going to happen.
Well, it was interesting because the reason why they are where they are now is Nanara didn't want to go for a ride all the way across the cage this time. He actually flopped backwards and forced the takedown there so that he could be in the center of the cage as opposed to right in Sam Franchi's corner.
Well, and that's not a bad technique. Again, if you're going to get taken down, try and land in that takedown in the best possible position. In the first round, Franchi landed the big takedown and he landed in side control. This time he landed in the half guard of Binderpaul Nanara, which is an excellent step. That's how Nanara is going to be able to use the position to force Franchi to perhaps make a mistake that he can capitalize on.
You might see if that happens again, Jeremy. I think if you're Binderpaul's coaches, you got to be telling him to try the guillotine there. He's got you that far up above his head. He's putting you in effectively a perfect guillotine position. You might as well try and throw on a choke. But for right now, it's Sam Franchi on top of Binderpaul Nanara, again looking for a submission, trying to isolate an arm, and a huge knee to the rib cage of Binderpaul Nanara.
And again, moving to that north-south position, which gives such more room to strike. It is basically the Calgary amateur mount, is how we're going to call it, which is just basically you get in such a good position, which gives you so many targets. And look at the speed of Sam Franchi. Binderpaul Nanara was out, and Franchi was immediately on his back.
Yeah, immediately swarming to find the back of Binderpaul Nanara, and now a body triangle, and you think with a minute to go, that not that deep on the chin there, it didn't find the neck, that was just the chin of Binderpaul Nanara. But again, you can see Sam Franchi here looking for the submission, and with 42 seconds left, still has a lot of time to work here, Jeremy.
Well, and he's also showing lots of patience, because many guys, if they're not patient, will get in on that chin and they'll squeeze out their arms, but Sam Franchi just continues to go back and forth, right arm, right arm, to be able to get underneath the neck and jaw of Binderpaul Nanara, and now transferring to attacking arms. So the continuity from Sam Franchi is excellent here, Ryan.
Just 15 seconds left, now 10 seconds left in round number 2, and Nanara might end up with this round on top here and trying to find a last body shot and a nice kick there. But again, it is likely a Sam Franchi round, as he held the edge in cage position. So just at near the halfway point of this fight potentially, and again, touch gloves and touch foot to shin as the leg kick quickly followed.
And that's exactly 3 rounds in a row, so perhaps Binderpaul Nanara has to know that that's coming next round. And Franchi immediately goes for the double. This is a different type of finish. Wasn't able to get the big pop-up, the big elevation, but a good outside trip brings Nanara down, and he can start to work from this position.
Franchi again secures the takedown. Nanara doing a little bit better a job of controlling Franchi here up against the cage, using that guillotine position. Not going to secure the choke from here, more about controlling the opponent, but a nice knee to the midsection there again from Sam Franchi.
Well, it's all about controlling the head position of Sam Franchi for Binderpaul Nanara. If he can control where Sam Franchi's head is, he can control where the rest of the body is. And now Binderpaul using the cage to get up, and Sam Franchi says, okay, I'm going to take a big slam.
But does get the guillotine choke, like I mentioned in last round. This time taking advantage of the technique and trying to find a guillotine choke. Now Franchi doing a good job to get out of it and roll out of it, but Binderpaul Nanara trying to find it and did have the guillotine, however, briefly.
Franchi a little high up. Binderpaul Nanara going to slowly try and work himself out, but this is where you end up in trouble. You end up with that arm bar, you leave it in there, and a lot of pressure being put on. Now switching to an omoplata is Sam Franchi. Lots of pressure being put on the shoulder. You can see the arm of Binderpaul Nanara just being cranked around, and that's lots of pressure, but it doesn't appear that Nanara is in trouble, and the arm does come out. But again, the continuity. I'm going to attempt an armbar. You're going to roll through. I'm going to catch you with an omoplata. Excellent work by Sam Franchi.
Yeah, Binderpaul Nanara again in an armbar. This one a lot more trouble, but just rolls right through it. Pretty sure Nanara's arms might have a couple extra joints that the rest of us don't have. Sam Franchi got to be frustrated there after 2 straight submission attempts. Finds Nanara rolling out after looking in very bad position.
Hey, flexibility is a weapon, Ryan. You're only my brother. It's okay. It's a weapon, and if you are ultra flexible, you can get in positions that other people can't. And when people feel that they've got you, they go, oh, look at his arm. It's in a position where I'm going to get a tap. They're not necessarily looking for the position. They're looking for the tap out, and you can use it to your advantage.
Again, trying for a guillotine, but not getting the pressure on the neck. Sam Franchi now drags Nanara down, and a big knee to the midsection again from Sam Franchi, trying to put an exclamation point on the round, and the judges in the final seconds to say, yeah, he might have rolled out of some stuff, but I'm winning this round.
And the round is over.
Round number 4 underway. We'll see. Oh, this time not touching gloves instead of a leg kick, it was a jab and then a teep to the chest. And that seems to have awoken Binderpaul Nanara a little. He comes out with a little more fury before Franchi gets him up against the cage.
Excellent single leg takedown there. Chest pressure, had the head to the inside. The head was up in good position. As he stepped back, he threw that leg through in between his legs, ended in a really good positions. Technical takedown by Sam Franchi.
So Franchi right here in front of us as he continues to be on top where he's been for the majority of the 3 rounds so far. And we'll see if he's able to advance this position. Right now, a nice job of the guard here from Binderpaul Nanara as he continues to try and fight off Sam Franchi's jiu-jitsu.
Well, and Nanara is overhooking that right hand because he felt in the first round that big shot from Sam Franchi. And ever since then, Franchi hasn't really landed a big right hand from the ground because Nanara has just been neutralizing it and saying, hey, I'm going to take this weapon away from you. You're going to have to beat me some other way.
Franchi again now gets that right hand free, drops a couple shots into the ribs of Nanara, posturing up and continuing to go.
Continued downward pressure here from Sam Franchi, just not giving Binderpaul Nanara any room to do anything, any chance of escape, and concentrating a lot on position as Nanara tries to roll through, but Franchi ready for that one, and he catches him.
So again, Sam Franchi right on top of Binderpaul Nanara where he has been for the bulk of this fight so far. Nanara doing an excellent job defensively, Jeremy, to not have given up the submission before now. And Sam Franchi just continues to work relentless from the top, trying to find those submissions.
Well, and it's important to keep the action going because you don't want the official to stand you up, so you must continue to strike, and strike is what Sam Franchi is doing. And now a front head pinch position by Franchi. He's going to use this one now. If he was inexperienced, he would try for the guillotine. Showing his experience, he used it to get a good position to take the back of Binderpaul Nanara and attempt a more high percentage submission, which is taking the back and going for the rear naked choke.
So 30 seconds to go here in round number 4. Sam Franchi again trying to find a submission on Binderpaul Nanara. Nanara doing everything he can to stay away from it and doing a good job so far.
Franchi with the leg triangle, now it's released, but he had it there, which doesn't allow Binderpaul Nanara to move positions. And now a mount here for Sam Franchi, so he continues to advance his position, now landing some big shots to the body with just short time remaining. And so Binderpaul Nanara has no interest in touching gloves this time.
No, the first time Nanara doesn't put his hand up. And for the first time, he didn't eat a punch or a kick in the first 5 seconds of the round. But he's eating some now as Sam Franchi looking to finish. He's got Nanara on the ropes. He's in trouble. Nanara is out. Sam Franchi is your 125 champion.
Excellent stoppage by the official. Nanara was on his feet, but he was unconscious. Excellent stoppage by our official. And Sam Franchi, your new champion at 125 pounds, and he's very excited